Hello everyone, good morning. As promised, we are on time. How about you all? This is the time only for you. So you can ask. So you can also have coffee. Like how I'm having coffee, you can also have coffee. After COVID, this is the time again I'm back. Coffee with Dr.P.Madhurima, Reddy. So different stress for different people. The one single line I can say is, anything wear and tear can be stress for anybody. So it can be different stress, like for example because of too much of digitalization, too much of screen addiction, it can be too much of workload, too much of not prioritizing, lack of exercise, too much of overthinking, it can be obesity, can be and overweight and no exercise, toxic relationships. So there's no clear definition for it. Anything wear and tear can be stress. To introduce myself, I am just simple word Madhurima, and professionally I'm being addressed as Dr.P.Madhurima Reddy. To the entire world, I'm being formally, professionally been addressed as Dr.P.Madhurima Reddy because I'm into the work of human behavior sciences for the past 26 years. As a humanity services into this work, this is my entire passion and purpose. I love this work. It's become my heartbeat. By God's grace and the universe choice, I'm been handpicked for this work. And in the I think almost 25 or 26 countries I have clients spread across the globe. And I thank universe for everything, and I thank my Mata Pita and Guru Daivam for everything what I am today. I'm an academically doctorate personality, alright, with huge certifications. Okay, you see me, and so I love more qualified, and so I wanted to be more depth qualified in the work I am doing. So today coming to about the topic stress and anxiety. First I tell you that stress won't come overnight to anyone. Overnight nothing will come. It keeps giving you a lot of signals to your body, and lot of things will happen to your body and to your mind, but we always ignore. We neglect ourselves firstly. So today I will give you a lot of things you will understand. You get awareness when you're going through that, how to identify, alright, and how to identify your stress and anxiety levels, and how to master yourself is what I am going to give you. As I told you, simple definition is anything wear and tear or it can be causing you stress and anxiety, alright. And the major reasons can be the obesity, neglecting totally, and it can be the lack of conversational communication with your loved ones. The most important relationships which matters to you the most, that means your directly the closest relationships, your spouse, your parents, your kids, or at workplace, your directly colleagues. Okay, next can be toxic relationships. You are not identifying the relationship, toxic relationships that can cause you huge stress and anxiety. So this also can be the stress and anxiety for you. Alright, these are the few things you need to understand, and there are many more. Okay. And a lot of addictions can cause. The today's world, students are getting into, and each and everyone getting into too much of addictions. You can name that few. Alright. And that can cause, and too much of extreme stress and anxiety is getting into burnout stage, which is getting into heart attacks. And you can see so many people now. Recently, Ms. Shivani, the MC, got 2 days back, and now also I think yesterday only her cremation happened, and it can cause with stress and anxiety. We have in stress, eustress and acute distress. Okay, eustress, we have good and bad stress. If you know, in good stress we always have good things. It doesn't harm at all. Understand? It doesn't harm at all. It's a good stress. So you have butterflies and you have good feelings all the time. So it will not harm you at all. Don't worry about it. And now I am talking about the negative feelings about the distress and negative feelings about the stress what you have. Now, the negative feelings is bad stress. This will definitely damage you if you don't know. If you don't identify, this will definitely damage you. and you definitely need to know about this stress, because this is very dangerous and it will cause a lot of damage. Because if you don't know that, you will end up like now today's world, at least 75% I can say that they're going through acute depression, anxiety, stress without knowingly, unknowingly, and this many tablets like breakfast they're all going through. They're taking now tablets knowingly, unknowingly. Bottom line is stress only, which is leading to, and they're going to number of other diseases and taking a lot of tablets now. Right? So now the next one is acute distress and chronic distress. That is wherein I'm going to address that. Right? So now we need to understand, one thing we all understood is self-awareness and self-conscious, what is going inside our mind and what is happening. So our body we need to take care of. This is a body which is like a temple, we need to take care of our body. So we need to be aware and we need to be conscious of, and we need to be taking care of this every single day, because this is only causing so much of stress and anxiety when we don't do any exercise. Anxiety. So have a dinacharya, entire day, timetable you have an anxiety. Morning to night. So create that time. We all have 24 hours time. Create that time. 45 minutes. I must and should exercise every day. Do something. You make creativity, no? One day yoga you do, one day cycling, morning to night. So create that time. We all have is conversational communication. With your loved ones, start improving your conversational communication. Every single day, make at least something on. It's not that earlier generation, no, in our, when we were kids, that our parents 24 hours, they were sitting with us, eye to eye contact, and so we build a relationship. No, it was not like that. Now today kids also, they don't want 24 hours time of yours. They get bored actually if you give like that. So it is that what is important is, you need to give 10 minutes at least the quality time. Morning before I know that you're all working, I understand that, I respect it. So you need to give 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the night. At least eat together and have a conversational communication, quality time. The cups of tablets beside in the breakfast table I'm seeing today. My heart cries sometimes by seeing that all things. People don't have the emotional bonding in the families within themselves. They don't discuss anything, they debate and they fight only. They only fight. Huge migraines with people. Because they don't express anything. There's nobody to listen to them inside the family. And now financial issues. Next issue of the stress and anxiety. I've seen major, I'm taking out these points because of huge clients issues on stress and anxiety. So I'm a business coach. As a business coach and an entrepreneur, financial issues are the building so much on stress and anxiety among us people. You need to understand intellectually, if you and me are like this alive today after COVID, now you need to have gratitude and I need to have gratitude for each other. And intellectually you need to understand that you are queen and king of your life. When you are alive today, you can make it everything in life. See, intellectually your thoughts has to be present and futuristic. Financially you need to fix the things that what is your today's income, where are you standing today. See, financial issues anybody will have. But you need to understand your cash inflow, outflow and profit. Clear Excel you need to know in front of you. The blueprint of it you need to know. And financial issues, if you run away and you commit suicide, is not the solution. Do you feel it is a solution if you run away? But you need to understand how to solve it, resolve it. But if you just run away on that, do you think that is a solution? Or if you just have something on that and you need to understand how to resolve it. And if you can just come to me and I will think about it, because we conduct a lot of money mastery workshops. Recently in Radisson we conducted money mastery workshop and money counseling we do and money coaching we do. Please do meet me, and you can fix the things if you take the right guidance with the right people. So that gives a lot of stress and anxiety if you don't solve it the right way. resolve it, because that is one of the reason for stress and anxiety. That's a major reason, if I can say that. And you need to leverage the work. Everything, anything you are doing it, then you will also feel it. You need to delegate the work and you need to leverage it. Everything, anything you can't do it, you need to take help. You need to leverage at home also. And relationship issues. Marital pre-post. If marriage is not an expression, you are not inspiring your spouse. Inside the family, you are not inspiring each other in your relationships. That gives a lot of stress to each other. And it's becoming toxic. Your life has to be that morning you're waking up and you're inspiring each other, you're loving each other so much. It's so much of unconditional love, and in relationship it should be more giving. You need to check that. And sudden death of somebody will cause stress too. Loved one, sudden death will cause, and if you don't handle it the right way. So now when you are on stress and anxiety, understand one thing, nothing will come overnight. You will not get stress and anxiety overnight. It comes in months and months and months, and it will not even come in week time. It will come in a month's time, and we neglect totally. Physical symptoms are like this. You feel dryness all the time on your mouth. You feel absolutely dryness. And dry mouth, cold skin will be totally dry. And you feel increased sweating. Sweating will be too much of sweating. And breathing. You see so much of breathing all the time. And breathing will increase. If you see, you can just check your voice. Okay, you can just check your own breathing feeling. Before and after, you can see the breathing pattern. Your breathing will increase. Fast heartbeat. You can put your hand on your heart and you can check that heart rate. Your breathing rate will increase. And you feel tensed muscles. You feel all the time your muscles, somewhere or other you feel so much on tensed muscles. Your muscles will be tensed all the time. And okay? And butterflies in your stomach will increase. You feel, so for something or the other, the butterflies in your stomach will, you feel all the time some nostalgic feeling, some butterflies all the time. And then after that is you feel desire for urinating all the time. You go to washroom and come back, but you still feel like going to washroom all the time. So this will be the feeling you go through. And then you are feeling nostalgic all the time. You feel nostalgic all the time. This will be your physical symptoms. Okay, and then after that, long-term physical symptoms also you see when you are in stress and anxiety. And you feel insomnia. It's not 1 day, 2 days or 1 week, but you see this difference for long, like 15 days, 20 days and 1 month. You don't get sleep. You don't get sleep for a long. And then poor appetite. And after that is sexual disorders. So sexual disorder, sometimes you feel having sex, sometimes you absolutely withdraw. Absolutely you don't feel like. Now these days many are going through this frequent colds. The frequent colds are happening for them, and hypertensions, extremely BP ups and downs. If you have a BP mission, you can please check every time. That time you are extremely in anxiety and stress, BP is going into more than 200 and plus it is going, and it is falling and it is fluctuating every time. And fatigue, you feel lazy, lethargic all the time. Your body is really, you feel like lazy, not doing everything, and you feel very tired. Maybe you don't do anything also, but you feel very tired. Your body is like, you feel heaviness in your body. You don't do anything also, you feel so much of laziness. And you feel asthma feelings all. You feel sometimes. And alcoholism is increasing. I have no words to say more further in that. And burnout stage. So when we neglect all these physical symptoms giving to us body, and we neglect totally, and it gives into alcoholism and burnout stage. And now burnout stage comes, we still neglect. I have no varieties of tablets, all colors. I keep telling, okay, you need to have a diet in colors. You need to have greens and oranges, carrot, greens, all leafy vegetables. All I'm more of a attracting of the colors in food, nutrition, food. But now you will have like the tablets in colors. You have no choice when you get into burnout stage, and you absolutely behavior. What all you will see the changes. You see your body going through depression all the time. You feel very dull all the time, no matter what. Your face will be dull. Your eyes will be dull. You feel very dull all the time. You feel terribly lonely. Your heart, you feel that feeling of crushed like a sponge. You take in the hand. A sponge is crushed like this, sort of crushed. You feel the sponge is crushed in something. This is a tissue, like this. If it is crushed, how do you feel? Like that, it is crushed. You feel like that sort of feeling in the heart, because you are not able to connect heart to heart with few people. That is called loneliness. Connected to yourself, and you are not connected to for at least few people. That is called loneliness. First is you need to connect to your own self, and after that is few people you need to connect there, to talk to them heart to heart. Today's fake world, we all the time what happens is, today we are all craving for attention outside world, but we forget to connect to our own self. Only craving for who will appreciate us outside all the time. Social media all the time, we post something, some reel we will post to attract other people, and we want all the time, others should appreciate us. And next one behavior changes you will have is urge to cry or hide. Some days you may cry day and night. You feel that without understanding you may be crying, and confusion or nervousness, irritation you get a lot of times. Without your knowledge, you are in stress and anxiety. You feel irritated all the time, crying, and difficulty in concentrating. You keep something here and you forget. Issues and poor decision making. Sometimes you take the decision, you are failing that decision all the time. Decision making issues and forgetful issues. And after that, such things, behavior changes you will see. So now you have to make a choice that all such things happening continuously, you are in acute stress and anxiety. Because of all these symptoms, you need to know that these symptoms are already giving you a lot of signals, and bodily changes are happening. You should not neglect, and you need to approach the right professional. And now the solutions part, how to cope up, and I'm going to give you the amazing techniques to those people. You now how to make your healthy living. First and foremost, to conquer this stress and deal with it, you need to have a healthy living. Healthy living is first, it has to start with your physical part. Physical, I will tell you the 7 dimensions. With few clients already I have discussed. Okay, for you I am giving you the physical. Who missed out, please understand, and you can take a paper, pen and write down too. 7 dimensions of life to perform with no high performance and peak performance in life. 7 dimensions are: number 1, first dimension, physical dimension of life. In physical dimension of life, no matter which area you are, which place you are, which country you are, whether you are in India, whether you are in overseas, wherever you are, whichever day also it is, whether it is Sunday, Monday, Saturday, whichever day it is, we all have 24 hours and 365 days only in a year. So 45 minutes, no matter what, you must and should exercise. Make your dinacharya every single day one type of exercise. Today, Monday, you plan your own self. Yoga I will do, so that means Tuesday you do swimming. Wednesday you do treadmill. Like that you plan every week, 7 days, 7 different ways. So different varieties you can have it. Make your dinacharya every now. Next one is, second one is mental dimension of life. Mental dimension of life is meditation. So mental dimension, mind is making too much of noise every day. Too much of digital world. Almost technology has ruled our life like a British's control we had that time. They used to dictate our terms, everything, what to do, what not to do. They used to dictate, sit and stand. This has to be the education system for us. Every single thing, they used to dictate our terms that time. So we need to understand at least sometime we need to detox from the technology world. So how? 1 to 5 minutes. I don't want full your time of that. But 1 to 5 minutes every day take and meditate. And meditate. And so without peace you can't do anything in life. So mental dimension is very important in this today digital world. So get aligned to your mental dimension. Second one is intellectual dimension of life. So intellectual dimension of life here is, so human beings, every single thing, all about it is patterns. All about patterns. So intellectually, when you don't know how to manage yourself, if your thoughts are not present and futuristic, we are because of our patterns, I'm telling you. Human beings are because of patterns, will repeat if you don't change the patterns. If you don't understand the patterns. So our intellectual dimension has to be, we should be aware of our patterns, and intellectually we should be aligned, and we should take expert opinion like people like us, to get guidance with people like us, and know our patterns and master that, and know what type of personalities we are and get aligned to that. Master yourself by knowing that, and intellectually align yourself to be present aligned, and futuristic you have to grow. Next one is emotional maturity, emotional dimension of life. Emotional dimension of life here adds to be that you should know your emotions first. And emotional maturity is that acceptance and non-acceptance, you all understood in depth. When you accept the things, you take control of the situation. When you don't accept the things, you will be in the situation control, and that will become a monster to manage you. Awareness, self-consciousness and self-introspection will make you to understand your own emotions, negative and positive. When are you getting negative emotion? When are you getting triggers? And understand your own patterns. Because human beings are because of patterns. And always understand, we are not laptops or mobiles. We are human beings. We will be driven with only emotions. And next one, psychological dimension of life. Psyche means mind. Okay? Your own mind you need to know. Master your own mind. Okay, pour you how to know that we are in stress. Already shared a lot of things. How to know that you will understand by your psychological and also the physical symptoms. I shared already. The body will tell you that the way you are going through stress with the sweating and no heartbeat, and also the psychological behavior symptoms you go through. With that irritation you will be getting, and no concentration issues you go through. With all these things, your body will be telling you that you are in no acute stress and anxiety and concentration issues and sleep disorders you go through. With that you will be understanding that you are in stress. And sometimes insomnia happens, and it is more acute. You need to immediately see the doctor. You need to see a psychologist, and you will understand that you are going through either acute stress, or it can be handled immediately, or you need to go through some therapies immediately. Psychological dimension of life is, you need to know about your own psyche, that means mind. You need to master your mind foremost. You need to understand, when you know about your own mind, that means you need to master your mind, the subconscious mind. We have 3 levels of the mind: conscious, subconscious, unconscious mind. 1/7 of our mind is subconscious mind. Anything happens for us, anything happens. We are getting hurt, we hear something what we don't want to hear, we get upset, anything goes to the subconscious mind. It stays there only. When it triggers happens, it pops up. It pops up, that will hurt us again. The patterns repeat. The similar thing will keep happening, law of attraction. We attract our vibes, understand? Positive attracts positive, negative attracts negative. The top 10 we heard law of attraction from, and the testimonial of law of attraction I told you, the workshop. So you need to observe your own psyche, the mind, and you need to understand what is the triggers which is happening. You should master your own mind. The psychological dimension is about mind, everything. Know about your own mind when you are getting your own mood, when you are getting anger, when you are getting patterns repeating. Know about your patterns. Know about your own self. Whom you are liking more, whom you are not liking more. What is happening with you? Understand this one thing, secret. If you don't use your mind, if you don't use yourself well, others will use you. Use you like this tissue. I'm telling you. Don't get exploited to other people like how they use you like tissue. I'm telling you. If you don't use your mind and body and soul for your own reason, know about yourself well. Know about your own mind well. Know about your own capabilities well. Collaboration word is different. Association word is different. Being an employee is different. Being an entrepreneur is different. Know about all these terminologies very well. So understand for you also, where are you getting triggers? Where do you get angry? Where do you get angry? It's easy to understand, introspect yourself. That is psyche. Psychological dimension is master yourself, understand about yourself. Next one is social dimension of life. This is one of my favorite. Restaurant also is my favorite. So world's favorite too. So next is social dimension of life. See, social dimension of life here is, it's not Instagram, how many followers you have. Today's world is so crazily it is going. Facebook, how many followers you have. Instagram, how many followers you have. And all social media, YouTube channel. I'm not talking about all this stuff. I'm talking about today world, people are going after material, after money and all. No, all this stuff. I agree that money is important. Vitamin M is so important. Money to living, everything. I know that. Yeah, I'm a money business coach. I know that. 100% I know. I respect, I agree. You ask yourself, beyond this salary we work for a company and everything, beyond this, what are the 5 things you are doing to your organization beyond the salary? What are the 5 things you are doing to the society? What are the 5 things you are doing to the family? First is to the family, next is to the organization, next is to the society, next is to the country, next is to the world. Be that catalyst. So, I want all of you. We all have huge potential. This is a birthday. This is a expiry date for all of us. When we all have to. No, we don't even have. When we have to expire, no? Like how my friend Shivani, night she slept it seems. She don't have any disease, friends. Morning her servant came and she opened the door and she found dead actually. So let us do some good things beyond this name, fame, money, everything. Leave legacy and go. So that I wanted all of you to think of social dimension of life. And I'm telling you, trust me friends, that is the real wealth. I explained in Money Mastery, money difference and wealth difference. When you tell me that I got this job and I'm growing this way and ma'am I got this, and when you share with me that message, I feel the tremendous happiness, and nothing will give me that happiness than beyond this. Even in 1 minute also I earn 100 crores also, that will not give me that happiness. How much this wealth will give me that happiness. Even one day will a night when I sleep I will, next day morning I will not be in this world also. That is my legacy. I leave in this world and go. That is my true wealth. Always remember, that is my ultimate wealth. So that is an experience I have experienced in this 26 years of my journey. Till last breath of mine, that is my true wealth. Okay. Last is spiritual dimension of life. Alright. Spiritual dimension of life is beyond the judgment, that is universe, divine. When you all the time walk alone everywhere, you always feel stressed. Oh, I am walking, I am doing everything alone. I'm alone in this world. All the time you feel lonely and all. When you always feel you plus God, that means universe, God, divine, plus 100% put effort in anything. No, sweetheart. You plus God, that faith, plus effort, 100% effort, plus consistency. Consistency means doing every single day. Every single day is equal to everything is possible. The direction you put that every single day, and every single day, and that 100% is possible. So that sort of person will lead to globally like this, a national, international speaker and life coach, international peak performance, all that handpicked by universe for the work, making difference in people's life, all that. So trust me, if I can do, you can all do it very big in life. Just have at least every day with 2 hours. This is 7 dimensions I've given. After that is have regular, already I covered about exercise. Have at least 6 to 7 hours depending on your work. Good rest, sound sleep, it should be. And have good nutritional diet. And then eating psychology means mindfulness, no mobile while eating. Know that bus moments are those moments which you beautifully enjoy those time doing it. And after that is self-affirmation. So we have who did the workshop, you have this. We have the Awakening book. If you read, we have beautiful affirmations there in that book. The book and you can have. Otherwise, who meet me, I will give you this self-affirmations sheet. You can come to meet me and have a cup of coffee and book my slots and have a counseling therapy sessions with me. All of you can meet, and who are watching Facebook live, and recorded also will be there in the Facebook live. You can have and book my slots after this, and please take appointment to meet me. And I think we are done with, and okay. I think if you don't have questions, we can log out. Psychology is when you are eating. This question answer I want to give and then log out. Eating psychology is while you are eating, it takes only 10 minutes time for eating. Whether it is breakfast, lunch or dinner, that particular time while eating, through the way we are eating matters. So while we are eating, our mindset, the way we are processing the food, how we are eating, while we are eating, how are we chewing the food, and also how are we taking the food and how are we processing, whether we are happily eating and happily talking about the food, and also respecting food, and also gratitude for the food and also the person who has served us, and also thanking the food. Not with the mobile and one type talking to other person and abusing somebody, or abusing the food, also talking to the boss or somebody else or something. No, it is not that way. Only you and your food that time, and you need to chew the food properly and do it. 100% if you are doing mindfulness that time is the time you will be doing very good. So thanking you, and also I'm signing out right now. Hope you all follow what all I have given you, the inputs, and see you all and you can spread this to all your people and families. Thank you so much. Hope this recorded will be there in the Facebook and you can watch me.